Hello, this is Mike Lively from Northern Kentucky University, and today we'd like to talk about our Flex Jeopardy game, a game which we've written and have put up on Google Code, and the developer of that game was Alissa Gilley, and she's going to tell you all about it right now.
Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit about our Flex Jeopardy game, and right now we're going to go get the source code and look at the game demo. Just type in Flex Jeopardy at the Google search. Should be the fourth link down, Flex Jeopardy, Google Code. Go ahead and I'll show you that screen and we'll click there. You can see featured on our Google Code site is the game demo, and also under the Downloads tab you'll be able to directly download the zip file that fits into our Flex Builder 2 files. So go back to Project Home and I'll show you how to use the game and its features. This particular game was created for Mary York, who is one of our Lit and Lang professors, for a poetry course that she's doing. You can hear the little music in the background. To the space on the right, you'll be able to see the avatar. And currently there are 4 avatars that you can choose from. 2 male and 2 female characters. You can submit your name and play the game. All the questions are loaded randomly from 6 categories and 5 questions in dollar amounts. So ranging from 200 to 1,000 in the first round of Jeopardy, there are 2 other rounds. The second round is played the exact same way, except for the dollar amounts range from then 400 to 2,000. In Final Jeopardy, just as on the television show, there will be one final question that you'll have to answer properly. Upon selecting a dollar amount, you will be given a question. You can then choose to pass or answer. Pass will not deduct or add any money to your balance. If you choose to answer, you will be faced with 4 multiple choice answers, and although poetry is not my forte, we'll go ahead and click that, and I lost $400. Upon a correct answer, you will gain $400. There's also a daily double, and I'll go ahead and try and find that. Due to the fact that the questions are loaded randomly, the daily doubles are also randomly among these questions. And I've selected the daily double. It allows you to wager maximum of $400, since I have negative $400 in my bank, or a minimum wager of $5. You will be able to view the question at that time and submit your wager, and then answer according to the question. I will guess that. And yay, I won $5. Let's finish out the last question. And I'll pass to show you the second round, which is Double Jeopardy. The questions are then loaded randomly again, as I said previously, from a range of $400 value to $2,000 value. The categories did change, and now I'll be able to show you the Final Jeopardy round to see what that looks like. Now we're in the Final Jeopardy round. In the Final Jeopardy, there is only one question, and this is also randomized, but you have to wager maximum or your minimum as you would in any daily double situation. Submit your wager, answer the questions, and I lost $5. No biggie. And that is the game. We're going to go back and I'll show you how to grab that source code and alter the XML file that the game draws those questions in from the XML file to be played in the game. So we'll show you that in just a second. Now we're back at the Project Home at Google Code, and we're going to go to Downloads and download that zip file. And I actually want to unzip it so I can show you the files. Once you're able to extract that jeopardy.zip folder, you want to go inside of it, and this is the folder that you will load into your Flex Builder 2 folder under My Documents or wherever your workspace is. You can see my MXML file is quiz, and the most important file, which is actually the application is drawing the questions from, is in your data folder. In data folder are located all of your sounds, and what I've been talking about and referencing to is the Jeopardy_XML file. I'll open this up so you can take a look at that before we continue. If you haven't worked with XML previously, you might want to brush up on how it's structured just to help give you a better idea of how it's actually being drawn in. And we'll just open that up, and I'll move my screen for you. And this is what we're looking at. It's just opening up in Dreamweaver for this example. And you can see it has the regular XML tags. It indicates round, category number, which would reference the 6 categories at the top of the screen. The category number 1 indicates the lit terms number 1 category. The level, which would be your initial round of Jeopardy as opposed to your double Jeopardy or your final Jeopardy. And then also indicated here is the text that will be used for the actual question. It's best to use questions that are short or 1 to 2 lines so that you won't have to worry about it being cut off by the text boxes. It's a larger application, so it's pretty big in the first place. However, if you're working with a smaller text box, it'll be easier if you have shorter questions. It'll also be easier for your users. The questions to answer here are, what is an Alexandrine? So, once the user looks at the question and they have the option to pass or answer, they will then be faced with this question, what is an Alexandrine? 4 answers, follow that, the correct choice, and the media behind every single one of these questions is just the background for the actual question, nothing more. Each question is structured in the same exact way, and I'll skip to the bottom to show you the differences. We're still in round 1. We're in category number 6, and you can see that that category name changes accordingly. So once you've entered in your questions and your answers and your category names, those should be the only things that you need to change. And the MXML document draws those in dynamically from the XML document. Once you're in Flex, you'll see that. Once you've done that, save, and save as the same name so you won't have to make any more changes. Replace your new XML file with the current XML file in the data folder. And voila, your questions will draw in immediately after that. Or your open source Jeopardy game. One more thing in addition to this tutorial that I would like to add before leaving you, if you are not using Flex Builder of any sort, you can just modify that XML file that we were talking about within that zip folder and upload that along with your source code to the internet via any FTP uploading system. I prefer Dreamweaver. There is a free file or FTP sharing software called FileZilla available through Mozilla. So again, and once you change this, upload that along with the rest of your source code that we've given you here up to the internet on your own server, and you'll be good to go. All right, I think that's it. Good luck. Bye-bye.